We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Scott Kazmir, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, he's what you call a solid starter, Matt. Most of the time, he's going to keep you in games and eat up innings. Sometimes he's more dominant than that, and occasionally he'll get hit around a little bit. But if he attacks hitters and throws quality strikes in this one, he's going to be just fine.
Harold, you look at this Dodgers team as they enter play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
I like how they played their game yesterday. They won yesterday's game. If they're able to play like that today, they'll win another one.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. Danny, who stands out to you?
Yeah, and if you're pitching, you better be aware of Crush Davis. He's hit 5 home runs in his last 10 games, so he's got to be oozing with confidence right now. He's the guy in that lineup that these pitchers have to hold down if they're going to even try to be successful.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Well, Fillmore's the type of umpire. He's going to give you a little in some areas and take away the others. And what I mean by that, he's going to call a little wider on the corners, but up and down, he's going to take that away from you.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Popped high in the air. Grandal is under it. 2 down.
Batting third, center fielder number 10.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Beautiful changeup. Got him out front with that swing right there. That's what a changeup will do. Just keep you off balance.
2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. To third. Hernandez gloves it. Throw on to the first baseman. Gonzalez will take care of him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3. Kevin Gossman, the native of Colorado, gets the start on the mound. What's your take on him, H?
Well, I love watching this guy pitch, and particularly when he's got runners in scoring position. He's a guy that gets better when he has runners on base. So I'm looking forward to seeing if he gets in a jam. What does he do to get out of these jams where his numbers look so good with runners in scoring position?
Harold, one of your former uniforms, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Well, you got to stay positive, Matt. I mean, you look at the fact they won their last game and they broke a losing streak. So maybe that win puts them on a winning streak. I'm staying positive here. Oh, he hung that one. And, man, did he bang it. Just didn't keep it fair.
Now a ball hit high in the air and deep down the line in left. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that is swung on and missed, so they'll keep Gomez off base here, and there's 1 away. Now at the plate, Kike Hernandez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. And that misses inside 1-0.
Well, I think that's a great spot for that pitch in on the hands. It wasn't a strike, but if he can command the movement in there, he's going to be very effective in this one.
And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Vera going back, still ranging back. And this one is gone. A home run.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run or two early in the game, and he does just that. Blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
He comes in with 24 homers to his credit so far this year. Now it's 2-0.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
And this will be fouled away.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3-1 count to this guy. You don't want to challenge him right here. Don't give him anything to hit. No, no, no. Keep it on the corners.
Weak grounder back to the mound. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth, right fielder, Yasiel.
And now is Yasiel Puig, currently with the 3rd best home run total on the ball club. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. 2 out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Vera is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But the Dodgers are on the board first thanks to this solo home run. Striding in, Chris Davis. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Here's the pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
You know, I think that off-speed pitch fooled him a little bit, but not enough. He was able to hold back.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Puig's got a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
All right, time for the majestic defensive alignment for the Dodgers. In the outfield, Yasiel Puig. When he first broke into the league, all over the place. Couldn't concentrate, run into walls, throwing the ball everywhere. Now he's really settled into his own and utilizes that arm when he needs to.
Throw to first gets him, so Kazmir's looking good to start the inning. Here's Mark Trumbo now, hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Into the windup and the pitch. Late that time for a strike.
Well, that is a good pitch. A sinker down with that kind of movement, it is really hard to hit. No wonder he swung and missed.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. And another foul ball. Here comes another 0-2. Another one sent foul. Dodgers have the early 1-0 advantage as we play the second. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They still trail 1-0.
Leading off for the Dodgers.
So stepping in, Adrian Gonzalez, hitting a little over 250 coming into action in this one. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Jones racing back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
second baseman.
Here's Howie Kendrick. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Now a ball hit sharply toward third, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
Time now for a look at the majestic defensive alignment of the Orioles. And in the outfield, you got Mark Trumbull. He's starting to figure out the outfield, but let's be honest, his bat's putting him in the outfield right now. They want that bat in the lineup, and there just wasn't room at first base. His natural position. He's figuring out the defense, but man, can he hit.
Batting 8th, left fielder, Morrow.
Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. Gonzalez rounds the corner and is headed home. The runner from second crosses the plate. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
0-1, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Obviously, he wants to help himself out right here. With 2 strikes, that's going to be difficult to do. Let's see if he can put the ball in play.
Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Romine. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. The 1-2 pitch. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And this is swung on and hit on the ground for Kendrick at second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting 8th.
Stepping up to the plate, Brian Reyes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Inside with the sinker, and that'll keep him honest at the plate.
You know, pitching isn't always about throwing strikes. Sometimes you just need to make sure your opponent isn't too comfortable up there, and that's just what he did right there. Busted and inside with good hard stuff.
That's an impressive swing on a tough pitch. A sinker from a right-handed pitcher going into the right-handed batter, and he's able to get the bat head out and hit it in the left field. That was really cool.
Into the box, Kevin Gossman, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
That's a great check swing. That's tough to hold up on that pitch. It looks like a fastball, and the slider just breaks away from you. He's held up, though. Strong hands.
Here comes the 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Runners on first with 1 down. And this one's in the dirt. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Donald Jones. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Gomez retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So here's Carlos Gomez. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Center fielder Carlos Gomez.
Ball one.
1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
The 2-1 on its way. Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1. Kike Hernandez is on deck. And, ooh, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, one away. Ready for another chance? Kike Hernandez. And he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around. Heading out towards shallow right. Trumbo has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter, number 5.
Here's Corey Seager. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And this is taken outside for ball one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
This is a big out for his confidence. Look, he struggled early. He's got 2 outs right now. He needs this next out, and then he's got a quick 1-2-3 inning. It just makes you feel so much.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. The inning. Digging in, Manny Machado. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Manny Machado.
To short, hit hard. Seager has it. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the fourth.
Now batting number 10, center fielder Adam Jones.
Digging in to try it again. Adam Jones comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Hit weakly back to the mound. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
The first baseman, number 19.
Here's Chris Davis now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Oh and 1, here it comes. And a whiff at a good slider that time.
He is being aggressive in this inning. 0-2 on this hitter. The first 2 outs were recorded quick.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Striding in once again, Yasiel Puig. He'll step in to start things out here against Kevin Gausman. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Well, there's a first pitch strike. You know, only 50% of the pitches he's throwing first pitch this game have been for a strike. So I'm surprised that he's having as much success so far as he is.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Vera ranging back out of here. A solo shot, and they add another.
Well, he didn't have to supply a whole lot of power with that one. He catches the fastball, and all he had to do is just really make a nice swing, which he did right there. And that ball just did not stop carrying.
1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. 0-1, here's the pitch. Now a swing from Adrian, and this is on the ground out to second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. Here's Howie Kendrick. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw on to first, and Kendrick is gone. 2 away now.
The catcher.
Here's the catcher,
9.
Yasmani Grandal. He popped out in his first trip. Into the windup and the pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Hard hit ball to short. Romine on the grass. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers do get a run, and it comes on the home. Now to the plate, Jimmy Vera. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Jimmy Vera.
And this will be fouled away.
Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like his timing was perfect. He just didn't barrel it up.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gomez has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Mark Trumbo is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for the Orioles so far. 2-0 now.
Well, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that changeup didn't tempt anybody and misses for ball 3. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. A payoff pitch one more time. Hard on the ground towards short. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, that was a heck of an at-bat. Worked the count full. Pitcher thought for sure he'd be looking fastball. He got a breaking ball, stayed with it, and got the base hit. That's about as good as it's going to get right there.
Stepping in now, Andrew Romine. Swing and a line drive. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Look over by Kazmir. Now the pitch. Takes this the other way to right. Now a dive by the right fielder, but it kicks off his glove. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Digging in for his second at-bat, Brian Reyes. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss on the sinker, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Now the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Here's the 1-1. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with 1 away.
Kevin Gossman.
In now, Kevin Gossman. Squeeze was on, but this one will get foul. The 0-1 delivery. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. This ball's in the air now out to right field. Puig's got a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And even with 2 outs now, they decide to hold that runner at third. Digging in once again, Donald Jones. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's set, and the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Well, when you're facing good hitters, you got to mix it up. Most people say pitch off the fastball. Clearly right here, that first pitch changeup for a strike has now set up everything else. He's pitching off the changeup.
And this one gets away. And he is safe at the plate as he wasn't able to recover in time.
Wow, the pitcher has no one to blame but himself. Man on third, he just uncorks one. The runner alertly takes off immediately and gets their first run of the game just handed to him on a silver platter.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And this is sliced foul into the stands in right, out of play. Again, a 1-2. Here's a high pop-up. Gonzalez is there for it. And the inning is over. Orioles settle for 1. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Orioles 1. At the plate, Carl Crawford. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Carl Crawford.
First offering on its way. Swing and a line drive. And that is down as that could be 2 bases. Crawford rounds the bag at first, looking for second. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. So he's into second here with the double to kick off the home 5th. And we'll call up our Dodger leaderboard to show you that his total ranks him 3rd best on the squad. And he pops up the bunt attempt. But this is foul for the first strike. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice. Here's Carlos Gomez, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line.
Kike
Hernandez stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Here it comes on 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Well, he got what he's looking for. He just got out in front of it right there.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. He's got it. Romine relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Here's Manny Machado now. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. And here's a foul ball just off to the right as they get ahead of him here, 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. The 1-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He'll try again. 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Another 2-2 offering. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready with another 2-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. The 2-2 one more time. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
This is a great battle on both sides. He's throwing strikes, and he's fouling balls off. What's going to give?
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Now batting number 10.
Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. That last pitch, number 80 for Kazmir. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that is swung on and missed by Jones as he becomes out number 1. Ready for another chance? Chris Davis. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt here. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. He's set. Here's the 3-1. Hot shot down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Machado rounds third and is digging for the plate, but no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it.
And the runner from third crosses the plate. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's a 3-3 game.
Well, maybe the tables have turned a bit. Earlier in the game, the pitcher had his way with him, but he wins the battle this time, and in a big way. 2 runs on the board as a result.
Mike Bolsinger, a 6'1" right-hander, will be the one to get the call from the bullpen here. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing. Oh, and look out over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. The 0-1 on its way. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him.
Matt, I like how he's pitching right here. He's got that runner at second base, and he just made 2 tough pitches. Now you make him chase the ball if you want to get him out. Make him chase.
Seager is up with it. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2. So striding in, Andrew Romine. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk. Digging in and looking for more, Brian Reyes. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, that one got the pitcher. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left.
Out for the Dodgers, the shortstop, Corey
First
Seager.
offering on its way. Corey Seager is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 2-0 on the way. The high fastball is in there. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 66.
And now is Yasiel Puig. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Here's Adrian now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Into the windup and the pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
He might want that pitch back, up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Machado has it. Throw on to Davis takes care of him, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. 6 innings are in the books. Score holds at 3-3. Brock Holt is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
12. Brock Holt.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. The average for him at 267 on the year. 3 homers and 32 driven in. Swing, and that's hit out of play up into the plaza level. Had him fooled there as this is lifted in the air out to left center and shallow. And the pinch hitter is retired here, 1 away. Ready once again, Donald Jones. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Puig going back on it. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
The third baseman, number
digging
13.
in once again, Manny Machado. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes this the other way to right. Puig is there, and they breeze through this half inning as this. Ryan Mattis gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Ryan Mattis.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Howie Kendrick. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2. Now here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Romine is right there, and a rather easy first out.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a good curveball at the knees.
That's pretty good break right there. Breaking all the way across the zone. Now it's a little dangerous. He gets to see that ball a long time. But, man, that's a nasty snapdragon hook right there.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. And yet another foul ball here as this finds the seats, and the count will remain at 0-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Another 0-2 home. Here's a swing and a high pop-up, drifting toward the third base dugout. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The left fielder, number 3, Carl Crawford.
Here's Carl Crawford now. He's got a couple of doubles thus far, so we'll see if he can keep it up. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. One and two.
Well, that slider right there, that's what makes him tough against the left-handers. That pitch is almost impossible to hit.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Now a ball swung on and hit to Davis over at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. We'll see Adam Jones when we come. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0.
Hey, pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so. Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Taking it in is Puig, and there's your first out. Ready for another shot now, Chris Davis. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's a high foul ball as it finds a lucky fan in the upper deck for a souvenir. Weak chopper up the line, but it gets foul. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
I like that he tried to tie him up inside on that pitch, but it was a little bit of a risky situation because if you're off just a little bit, you can end up plunking a guy. That's the last thing you want to do when you've got a guy 0-2.
Jimmy Vera.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Jimmy Vera. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike one. Line shot to second, but it's caught, and the side is returned. Justin Turner is up off the bench as he will pinch hit here in the bottom of the 8th in a tie ball game. In there, strike one. He'll come in with an average down to 230, 8 home runs, and 32 driven in. Line to the right side. And that'll be a base hit, so it's a pinch hit single here to get him started in the home half of inning number 8.
Oh, nice piece of hitting. He reached for it and stayed with it. The ball was executed. Catcher set up outside. He hit the glove, but the batter hit the ball before it hit the glove.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Nope. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And a fastball just a bit up. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Kike Hernandez. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ball one. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. The fastball down near the shoe tops.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Outside, 3-0 now. Set to deliver on 3-0. Oh, had the green light there, but it's 3 balls and a strike now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Tapper up the line. That's a foul ball. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now. Here's Corey Seager, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though. This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
A little tapper. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. Stepping into the box, Yasiel Puig. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. And he looks at a curveball that falls in, 1-1.
Oh, he hung him one right there. Curveball right down the middle. Those balls go a long way. He must have been looking for something else.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. That's right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Another nice evening here in L.A. as we welcome you back to this production of baseball on MLB Network. Chris Hatcher will be on the mound to start the 9th inning, and his job will be keeping the ball game tied until the bottom half. Mark Trumbo is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Standing in now, Andrew Romine. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. Changeup stays outside, and he's behind 2-0. 2-0 count, and the pitch. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss. 1 out, nobody on. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Drilled down the line. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
96 miles an hour. That's bringing it. Challenged him, and he got the base hit the opposite way. I got to give him credit for barreling up. Now, I don't know for sure if he was on time or if he was late, but either way, he got the barrel on it and got the hit.
Brian Reyes is at the plate as he watches ball 1. The 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the 2-0. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
He couldn't quite catch up to that one. He needs to get his foot down and see the fastball out of his hand.
To 2-2 now. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Now batting, the pitcher, Brian Matt.
Tom Noonan will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
46, Tom Noonan.
Here's a first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Now the 0-2 pitch, and a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. Here's the 2-2 pitch, and this is fouled back and out of play.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3 and 2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3 and 2 pitch. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And here's a ball hit in the air. Hernandez near the bag at third, and the inning is over. Orioles leave 1. Darren O'Day comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Darren O'Day.
Adrian Gonzalez is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd of foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Oh, right there. Sometimes you can just miss a ball. Doesn't mean you have to swing and miss, but that ball's right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't square it.
And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run moving into scoring position. And just like that, the winning run is into second base with a lead-off double. Here's Howie Kendrick. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash. Andre Ethier will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away. And a fastball just misses for ball 1. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. Not close. It's 2-0.
That's just not a competitive pitch. I mean, that ball isn't even close. Now the hitter's sitting 2-0.
In there, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. Count.
Now the 2-1. Line foul into the seats over the Dodger dugout. Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2. On deck is Carl Crawford. Hit on the ground to short. Romine comes up with it. Throw to first is in time to retire Ethier for out number 2. So striding forward now, Carl Crawford. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
This guy's motion is so funky. You almost have to take the first pitch and just hope it's going to be a ball. In this case, it was a strike, but you got a chance to see his motion. Maybe you can measure it now and get back in the at-bat.
Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Trumbo is going to have room out there as he puts this. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. A.J. Ellis will come in as well as a part of the double switch.
J.P. Howell. Now playing left field and batting in the ninth spot, number 31, Jock.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
Now catching, number 17, A.J. Ellis.
Here comes the 1-0. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-1.
Well, that was a pretty good swing right there. Tough changeup. Back-to-back changeups, and he fouls it off. Now you get the pitch you want, because I can't see him throwing another changeup right here.
And he misses 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And they have taken the lead.
The crowd was hoping and praying he'd go down. Then he quiets him in a hurry with one swing of the bat. And more importantly than quieting the crowd, it gives his guys the lead. That's what we call timely production by a big-time power hitter.
The third baseman, number 13, Manny Machado.
Here's Manny Machado now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No outs, nobody on. And here's a ball hit in the air. Ellis has a play. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 10, center fielder Adam
At the
Jones.
plate, Adam Jones. 0 for 4 with a strikeout thus far. First pitch on its way. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Oh, 0-1. Here's the pitch. Here's a pop-up now. And Gonzalez will tuck this one away for round number 2.
First baseman number 19, Chris Davis.
Here's Chris Davis now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1 for 4 day. From the stretch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. Here's Jock Peterson now. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Zach Britton enters the game here an inning later than usual as he'll try to close this one out in the 10th. And it's through for a base hit. They'll have the leadoff man aboard to start the inning. So the leadoff base hit puts the potential tying run aboard in the late stages of this one.
Now batting,
Riding in once again, Carlos Gomez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1.
Well, that was unexpected. You're looking for that sinker down. He throws a fastball up. Now he's just changed the game on you. He's forcing you to look somewhere else.
Ready with the 1-1. Fouled off into the seats behind first. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
third baseman.
Digging in, Kike Hernandez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 1-0 delivery. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Vera will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2.
The batter number 5.
Stepping up now, Corey Seager. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
That's a big pitch right there. It could change the at-bat. When you're facing a good hitter like this, that first pitch, strike 1, is so important as to who's...
And he'll make the catch, and the Orioles have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Baltimore pick up win number 70. Darren O'Day gets the win in relief, his 6th of the season. Zach Britton closes the door for the save, his 22nd. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, the lefty Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Our final line score tonight,